episode 19. Wow, we are live. We are now live on X. A lot of things to talk about today. It's a Friday. It's December 19th. It's pretty much, this is the last, pretty much everybody goes on vacation after today. So I'm sure the commute to work, especially in Florida, was kind of empty, to say the least. Yeah, so welcome, like, subscribe, share, share, re repost, comment. Just want to hear from everybody. So really exciting. We're now live on X. Damn, I posted something. I'm going to jump right into it. Again, smash the subscribe button. I really appreciate all the love. I see. I'm really, I'm really thankful and blessed for all the love I'm receiving. So just jumping right into it, I posted something and I tried to do a little blog on my website, liquorlab.com, and I noticed because I've been noticing that there are so many paywalls out there. And it's like we are now indoctrinated into this paywall economy that I mentioned in episode 18. It's all about paywalls. So for instance, to get on live with X, you have to sign up for the $8 monthly premium subscription. And it's $8. And it's like we're conditioned to do it because the cost has come down tremendously. All of these paywalls are not that expensive, so they're going for quantity rather than total cost. So I mean cost per subscription. So if you get $8 and you get 50 million people to sign up, I mean it's a pretty good chunk of change. So it's part of it. I mean, I remember when we didn't want apps to track, right? Or we didn't do certain things because everything was being tracked. I remember in early like 2012, 13, 14, we were always talking about they're tracking you, they're listening. Well, that movement is here. It can't be stopped unless you want to go completely off the grid, like Jesse the Body Ventura go off the grid to Mexico. Like that. You want to go off the grid? I know that's a terrible impression. But yeah, so paywalls are here. We're all accepting it. I just saw an article of ChatGPT had like $1 billion in revenue. And that's just going to grow from here because AI is not transacting for you. Now, granted, you could go to a platform and discover a platform that you enter your payment details, but AI is not, it's not quite there yet where you're able to book a trip 0 to 100, like every single step seamlessly. And that's one of the things I want to talk about today. So coming up on deck in this show is ad tech. I found something really cool from Albertsons. They have partnered with a ad tech platform to, it's really, really cool. The entire movement right now in everything we do in our lives is to reduce friction. And this really reduces friction. So super excited to discuss that. Barstool and Netflix, Coinbase getting into prediction markets with Kalshi, I called it. There's just a lot of things on deck today. So and much, much more. There's stuff I didn't mention. Udemy merging with Coursera. There's all this movement happening as people start to embrace this new economy of AI. And it's not just discovery or rewrite this. It's going to get much more in depth. You're going to be, our lives are going to be made easier. We need to embrace this stuff. So jumping right into it this week, when it comes down to content creation, this is from the Netflix site. Netflix and Barstool strike exclusive video podcast deal. So, Pardon My Take, the Ryan Russello podcast, and Spit and Chicklets will stream exclusively on Netflix. This is a big deal. A lot of these shows were, you could check them out on YouTube, you could check them out on podcasts. They were kind of all freemiums or free to consume. I think Joe Rogan tested the exclusive platform model, but after 4 years, he opened it up and he's on YouTube and Spotify. But what that did with Spotify, if you take a step back and look at it from a top level and then go down and look at it, go get into the weeds. What he did is he built the authority of Spotify. I mean, I used to go on Spotify all the time to watch a show, and I'm an Apple Music person. I'm not a Spotify person. So it got me to the platform for free. Did I ever subscribe? No. But sometimes when I want to consume, when I'm out and about and I want to have like the ability to go audio to video with Spotify and Joe Rogan, I use that. So this I see as the same thing, is that it's going to condition people to go to Netflix, and because there's a vast video movie, and if they get this deal, if they do the Warner Brothers deal, if it finally goes through, they are just going to create this huge ecosystem where they're just merging opinions, verticals, and bringing new users that might not be on Netflix or might not be watching certain shows to consume content. So at the end of the day, it's all about consuming content. Let's take a look here. Netflix and Barstool strike exclusive deal, a new multi-year partnership. Under the new agreement, Netflix will stream all new video episodes from these 3 shows, along with a select library of episodes from each podcast. Audio versions of the podcast will continue to be available. So this is what's happening, and this is how I'm seeing it. And I could call it my real world experience, is that users, I want both. I want a video and audio. I want to start watching Cam and Mace and then lock my phone without paying and go to the device. And go to the audio version. I don't know how that's going to work on Netflix if you could lock your device. I don't know how that's going to work. But for instance, on Spotify, it works really well. So I think they're kind of transitioning into this. Your one listening session or consuming session, especially with these shows, are gonna go from audio to video to audio. It's gonna vary back and forth, and I think depending on the tech and the streaming platform, I believe you'll be able to lock your phone and watch because you're already paying a premium. So there's no like premium service for this. So they want everybody doing both things in one spot. I don't want people going to Apple Podcasts and then going back to YouTube and vice versa. So it'll be interesting how this happens and what the future is. Barstool's 10. So let me just go on a rant about Barstool now. Barstool tends to have, it's good and bad. They have partnerships that they're in and out of very quickly. They had they were taken over by the, I forget the name of it. Damn, the gambling company. Then they were sold back to Portnoy. Then Portnoy did a deal with BetESPN. Then he did a deal with them and this and that. He's just always nimble in his deals. He's never locked in. Like if you look behind me, you see the Trop, right? So their lease when they signed it is locked in. You know what I'm saying? You don't see leases that long anymore. And giving credit to Dave Portnoy, he's never going to be stuck. And you see that with the way he bought back the company, just always always in motion, and you got to give him credit. And sometimes, he's the first mover. He brought the stuff to Sirius XM, then he's out at Sirius XM, but he never got too entrenched that those partnerships and deals would make or break the future of the company. So hats off to Portnoy and Barstool. I can't wait to see what it is. I'm not really a watcher of these shows. I like the clips that what's his name does. Shit, I don't even know. But I think he's an Irish kid. Love his stuff. I love the clips. I love those short clips, and I love Mac too. So they're just really quick. Here's a situation and what's going on. So interesting to see what happens with Netflix. One thing, this is going to be it. It's a Friday. We're going to go quick hits. Next up, we want to talk about Coinbase. Now, Coinbase. Guys, follow me. Coinbase. I predicted this for Coinbase. In a previous episode, I said that these fintech platforms, Robinhood, Coinbase, Robinhood's going to get, Coinbase had a API release or something, or some release, and they found that they're going to get into prediction markets. Happened the other day. They're partnering with Kalshi. Our fintech apps, especially Coinbase and Robinhood, are going to be the everything exchange and the one-stop shop. So that's the title of the video. The one-stop shop. You will go to these platforms for everything where money is traded back and forth. And the name of the game is less friction. I just said it before. Ad tech is about less friction. Your everything exchange, whether you're buying stocks, what is it? It's not, I'm trying to think. Tokenized. Thank you. Tokenized assets, which that use blockchain, and there's no, I heard something on a very reputable place the other day that with tokenization you'll actually be known to shareholders. You will have a official stake in something because the transparency, the logs, the data about blockchain, it's all about transparency and less friction, instantaneous trades. So they are building frictionless economies in Robinhood and Coinbase. So let's get into this with Coinbase. And by the way, I predicted this in a previous episode that they're going to start to be the everything. And this is why I talk about the business of mortgages. We got to disrupt it. It's got to be democratized. Or buying a house, not even the mortgage itself. So Coinbase announced its plans to introduce prediction markets, traditional stock trading, and new tokenized asset service. It's bid to become the everything exchange. So like I said, Kraken, I said this in a previous episode, Kraken is getting into securities and equities. Coinbase is doing the same thing. There's no reason not to. The new administration is setting this plan forward that it's okay. It's embracing these new markets. And it's plans to introduce hundreds of stocks based on trading volume and market capitalization across the next year. So they'll gradually roll it out. It's kind of like overnight trading or 24/7 trading. They gradually roll it out. Not every equity or security is on there. Just exciting stuff. It is the new norm. Having every single thing there for you is the new norm. And it's very, very exciting. Let's just check if anyone's watching on, no. Let's see, no one's chatting. No one's doing anything. Okay, so that's a really, really good, it's a really good thing for Coinbase. And they want to compete with Robinhood. But the interesting thing about all these partnerships, Kalshi is so interesting. They are they're partnering with everybody. They don't care. It's like the new norm is, you know, they're going. It's like wearing a New Era hat, Nike shirt, Adidas shorts, and on sneakers. It's You're not worried. Even though multiple platforms and brokerages have partnerships with Kalshi, they don't care. It's like the futures business, State Street, CME, SIBO. They're with everybody. There's no exclusivity to that platform. So it's and then tokenized assets. That's where it's going. Tokenized assets, and you're going to see it beyond just our basic financial stuff. So prediction markets. Coinbase has also announced new plans for its developer platform to introduce a suite of new use cases involving payments, trading, custody, and stablecoins. Company revealed that it will embed self-custodial stablecoin wallets in any platform to enable customers to make payments in their preferred stablecoins at checkout. So you're gonna be able to pay for these. You're gonna be able to pay in general with anything you want soon. It's like groundbreaking. Oh, we accept Bitcoin. No. That's gonna be the norm. It's gonna be, do they accept any of these other tokenized assets? Can you pay in stocks? Can you pay in your tokenized assets? That's it. Can you pay in your tokenized assets? Let's go back. So here's the thing. Can you pay in your tokenized assets? That is the future. Frictionless. Right now, you have Sleep Number stock, IVV, Nike, Oracle, Bitcoin, Ethereum. You have all these things. And if they're tokenized, I keep missing that word. If they're tokenized assets, you could pay with them at the POS, at the point of sale. That's what's coming. That's frictionless. So as we look at where Coinbase is going and what every other business is trying to do, even AI is trying to do this as a whole industry and ecosystem. Less friction. How do I get converted with less friction? Booking the trips, publishing articles, building apps, building websites. The Vibe marketing, the Vibe ecosystem is here. I just built a prediction model in Python to predict this week's NFL results. We'll see what happens. I could probably put those up on the screen. Yeah, actually, let's do a whole segment on that. Let me see what's up here. Is it here? Here it is. Yeah, so yeah, Vibe marketing's here. Vibe coding is here. I have just built a prediction model in Python to predict this week's week 16's NFL results. And this was using a random forest prediction model where it not only gives you a prediction tree, but it gives you multiple prediction trees, trains, tests, and then runs the data. So it's not what the random forest does is it's not biased by a certain segment of data that might influence a randomality, or randomness. I don't know if randomality is even a word, but I built a model, and we're going to go through it here. I'm just going to give you the final result here. So here it is. Basically, through running a series, importing data, testing it, training it, looking at the upcoming schedule, throwing out data like ties and things like that, I've been able to come up with this. So Washington beats Philly. Chicago beats Green Bay. Tampa, hopefully, beats Carolina. Cleveland beats Buffalo. Damn, I don't know about that. Dallas wins, Miami wins, New Orleans, Giants, KC, Atlanta, Denver, Detroit, Houston, New England, Indianapolis. Interesting, this one. I'm going to actually do a yes-no bet, but this is not financial advice. Don't take this. Don't do it. But I'm going to take a yes-no approach to the Cleveland beats Buffalo angle. Interesting. Washington, too, is an interesting one. We'll see what happens. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to see what happens. Interesting. Wow. Maybe there's something broken with the model. This is my first time. So this is what we're going towards. Just predictions. A lot of things happening. So cool things there. Back. Let's talk about ad tech. There's a lot happening in ad tech. And again, the theme of this live is seamless, frictionless. And I have to look no further than an article that I saw where Albertsons, this is really, really cool. Closing those out. Okay, so Albertsons is going to let you, through an ad, add it to your cart, save to cart. So if you look at below the ad inventory, it says save to cart. This is really, really cool. This is what I'm talking about. This is seamless, frictionless conversion that I don't have to click, go to the store, add it to cart, go back. It's not interrupting me. There's interruption and disruption. Interruption is not something any one of us are fans of. Disruption is not. No one is a fan of disruption. It's becoming very, very popular for it's coming very popular for platforms. The new ad tech is really is actually these ad units that look like they're native. So native ads that aren't native in pure definition are the new things. So taking a look at this, so they're doing it with General Mills. You could add something directly to your cart. It's reflecting Albertsons' position that added solution as a foundational technology that will support future offsite experiences. I couldn't agree more. This is where we're going. Seamless, uninterrupted, and then you're not in the store. You could add it to your list, add it to your cart. It's just present in mind. So love it. I actually looked up the company on Crunchbase. They got $7.4 million in funding. Good, I guess. I would think it'd be more, but I want to show you something really cool about. So, okay, this is a good stat. So in the past month, their search traffic is up 934%. So very cool, good stuff here for this company. I mean, this could be the basis of so many things. I mean, it could be, it's going to be the first mover into uninterrupted transacting or uninterrupted planning for later, which sometimes I see something I like, I have to take a screenshot because I don't want to interrupt my journey of what I'm doing. And that's super important. It's like a save for later button. Really cool. Went on the site. We're actually gonna take a look at this. Go to YouTube for it. Super seamless. And it adds it to a list or whatever you're doing. Add to cart. Love that. Imagine you can. I mean, I don't know why Nike hasn't rolled this out. Why aren't the retailers rolling this out? Heck is there. It's fucking pretty cool. It's like, there it is, the pre-shopping planning phase. It's not necessarily the pre-shopping planning phase. It's more of the, I'm doing something online and I don't want to be interrupted, but I'm interested in something else, but I'm really focused on what's at hand. Great company, love the tech, seamless. And there it is, ad adapted. Good stuff, Ad Adapted. So, social cookbook app. Yeah, there's a lot of news happening here. So interesting, great, great company. See what happens. They should be getting a lot more traction as this grows and scales. So good stuff there. What do we have next? Crunchbase. This story's pretty interesting. I'm sure a lot of people saw it. Coursera and Udemy enter a merger agreement valued at $2.5 billion. Getting into this course type of thing, it's very, very interesting. AI is changing everything. You don't necessarily need the 100 hours of coding or the 100 coding lessons. And by the way, they're selling a coding course for $20. Back in the day, these courses were hundreds of dollars, if not $1,000 for this type of stuff to learn. But what they have to now come together because of the vibe coding, vibe marketing, the things that Coursera and Udemy have. If you go to any of the AI platforms, it'll show you how. Is it as robust as a lesson? But we are growing and we're changing. Our minds are shifting as far as how we learn. So it's just it's interesting that they're in survival mode. Because if we look at the article together, Coursera recently announced an integration with OpenAI ChatGPT apps ecosystem and content partnerships with Anthropic. So there they are. They're trying to adjust to this new environment. They're trying and doing their best to move in a direction that's working within this new AI. Everybody's going to ask it whatever and learn that way. So Udemy also rolled out its own AI-powered micro-learning experience, which aims to give students shorter, personalized lessons to fit their busy schedules. I mean, duh. I saw this course. It was $20. 100 hours of learning. I mean, I just want, for me now, this is me. For when I want to learn something, I want to get something that I want to get a lesson start to finish and see how it's done, and then want it explained why these steps are happening. I think I did that with my random forest football predictor. Is I found out how to do it, then I did it, it gave me the result, and then I also asked how what each step was. So I could I'm learning the test set. There's three data sets. There's test, learning, and then they run the model because they don't want to test and learn on the same data. It's just they use 80% to learn, 20% to test, and then they bring all the data together. So these are things that I've learned in the last 2 weeks, actually, that make these random forest models work and come up with these predictions. So just interesting stuff. One thing as I read this and show that they have merged, um, isn't it interesting that your behavior on Coursera and Udemy, why didn't they leverage it more? Why? It seems like if you're learning on these platforms, there's so much data to crunch and analyze that they could have leveraged it more and became actually their own AI platform. Like they could just aggregate their lessons into an AI prompt that serves it in a way where that we're used to. And let me tell you this, the way we're served answers, we're learning. It's both ways. We're learning from AI, and also AI is conditionalizing us to consume in a certain way as well, which is very interesting. We are being conditionalized to receive the data as much as we are being conditionalized to go to AI. The missing part of AI right here, the missing part is when you go to these major platforms, you're missing that final step in the funnel, or that enter your billing information. That's the next step, the frictionless completion. um, Show me the flights for tomorrow to Bogota, Colombia. Make sure you're looking at uh, round trips and then multiple leg flights that are not considered round trips, but get me to and from on these dates. Okay, this one, book it. That's the future. And you already have your payment information locked up. Now, there will probably be some sort of cybersecurity tokenized payment, not tokenized, but like a security token that's got to be passed back and forth. But ultimately, there's got to be something, or something that says like book now, just like this ad adaptive. What if there's something that is super seamless, that you could actually book a flight by clicking a button, or do something like, oh, there's a sale between these dates and other dates, and you want to book in that range, and everything's loaded up, and all you have to do is select your dates. That's the future. Ad adaptive, frictionless. And then also, as people, we're being conditionalized to receive the results from AI, and we're also being conditioned, and also we're going to the platforms in a certain way. It's so much behavior at stake and changing here. It's great. It's changing every day, really. So we talked about that. Let's take a look at this. Oh, it's 42 minutes. All right, we'll do that for another show. Another show. Oh, just what I was talking about. So if you look at this article here, I can't zoom in. I can't. Okay, so it's staying in one size. Interesting. I can't zoom in. All right. So this is saying enabling the next wave of of commerce is agentic payments. It's exactly what I'm describing. This new era requires an entirely new payment infrastructure. That's because existing payment frameworks weren't designed for agent integrated transactions, creating key challenges around the verification, consent, and security when the shopper is AI powered bot instead of a human. Telling you, I just mentioned it. This is the future. This is the next wave. This is coming. You are going to be able to seamlessly and have a frictionless transaction experience when it comes to taking what you're searching AI for and letting the agent complete it for you. I'm sure there'll be a bunch of confirmed prompts and things like that. We're still working it out because it's so new. Autonomous agents is happening in stages, as I just said. The current phase focuses on conversational commerce, embedding merchant checkouts directly into AI services like ChatGPT. The human-in-the-loop model preserves an important layer of consumer control, with the human users required to actually confirm purchases. This is a cool article. I think I'm going to put this in the show notes in the description. But yeah, it's coming. That's it. Agentic commerce, agentic transactions. It's almost here. I've never seen what they're talking about. Like I've never seen like an embedded payment thing in a search. Maybe it's there. Ultimately, this agentic commerce and agentic transactions, it's got to go the way the users are. It's got to meet the user. It's got to meet me where I am, not I'm going to it. So you could book travel on certain sites, but you can't. Not many people are visiting those sites to book travel. They're searching for it on the most popular platforms. So that's just interesting. So that's that. I don't know. Just another thing what I was talking about. Here's another article. Hey, bud. Visa lists intelligent commerce tools with AWS Marketplace as both firms team up to support AI-powered agents across payments, retail, and travel. So the solution will help developers create and connect secure automated payment workflows at scale. Just what I'm talking about. The big guys see it already. They see it. They're already working on this, and it'll be coming to a theater near you, I guess. It's happening. So this partnership is cool. Let's just take a look at this video, shall we?
Introducing Visa Intelligent Commerce, allowing AI to shop and buy. Add, smile, done. It's that simple. You're in control to make the final call. Or you set the limits and let it do the rest. New way to buy, same trusted, secure way to pay. Visa Intelligent Commerce. Use AI to buy.
Okay, so I'm definitely not that sure that it's that seamless. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm sure AI to buy is great, but I think the limits are good. I mean, if you say book this dinner, I mean, there's got to be some sort of spend restriction involved. I think in the phases that I see it, let's just go to the full screen here. As I see it, not as a marketer, but as a consumer, I think we're going to roll this out in phases. We're going to have the specific item, just like Visa showed, buy, done. You don't have to, your shipping's there. Buy, done. There, no interruption into what you're doing. It's seamless. It's native. It's done. It seems native. It's done. As the behavior build, then we'll have these more general searches and general actions like I'm having a dinner party, order catering, Italian, I need a baked rigatoni, make sure the edges are burnt. That'll happen eventually. That'll happen. And it'll propose a budget. And then you use your slider like, I don't know, like you're bidding on eBay. You say, okay, my budget's about $250. Well, now you're adding all these wrinkles into it because it becomes a little, the friction starts to increase. But I would think all you have to do is set a budget and then it will know what your favorites are, I guess. It's got to know what you like. It can't just suggest if you want to have a pizza party, let's say for me, I want to have a pizza party. I say, I'm having a pizza party. I need 25, and I'll break down the pizza types. And I say, and I need them all delivered by 9 p.m. on Saturday for the first UFC on Paramount Plus. And my budget is, I don't know, $300. Now, if the 25 pizzas from the Violet Stone are $500, is it gonna order, are 25 Domino's pizzas gonna show up? You know what I'm saying? This is an interesting thing. So seamless is coming, frictionless transactions are coming, agentic commerce, agentic payment processing, agentic payment is coming. But think about that one example I gave you. I ain't eating Domino's. Okay, sorry. I know it's bougie and stuff like that, but I'm not eating Domino's. So it's gotta. The things I could think off the top of my head is it knows your habits, your payment habits. The payment company is sharing back restaurant information. It's got the payment details might be encrypted, but it's got to share back to the agentic workflow, like your preferences. I mean, for me, that order is being placed at the Violet Stone, or if I'm near, if I'm closer to Tampa, it's being placed at Santoro's. So there's a geo target. It's cool when we work these things out. There's geo targeting. There's your behaviors. I'm not going to be happy if 25 Domino's pizzas show up to my house. Just saying. No offense, Domino's, just not my thing. So interesting. We're in this new era and this new frontier. So talked about that. That I'll talk about next time. That I'll look at later. This I could look towards the new year. All right, let's have a reminder here, guys. Subscribe. This is the playlist. I'm up to 19 episodes. 19 episodes. Please catch up. It's all here. Liquor Lab. I had to throw in a self promo. Done. Anything else? We talked about that. Let's look at my description. I'm actually coming up with, I'm actually starting, I'm getting better each day. I know I am. I actually put down the notes. So we talked about AI, we talked about agentic conversions, the ad tech, Netflix and Barstool, Udemy, Coinbase, Robinhood. Yeah, just we talked about a lot of stuff today. Anything else Albertsons talked about? That's pretty much it for today. It's a Friday. Happy Friday. Looking forward to the weekend. Don't think I forgot. There are still two big announcements coming. Probably going to happen. Probably announcing it in the new year. Really excited about a lot of stuff coming up. For me personally, for my brand, just being consistent. We actually have a viewer right now. Big shout to whoever is watching. 2 viewers. So a lot of stuff coming. Interesting to see what happens with Steph Curry. When do these features start rolling out in Coinbase? What's next? I mean, prediction markets are everything. What's next for these one-stop shops? Is it going to be something that isn't financial? Maybe there's that commerce part that Coinbase is going to, or Robinhood is going to have some sort of partner that tailors a retail experience for you. The possibilities are endless, but the one focus is zero friction, reduction of friction, no interruption, ease of use. That's what I'm seeing. That's what's working. Again, Albertsons is got it, and now we'll see if we start to see native looking, and it's all about native. You don't want to click on these shitty looking display ads anymore. You want to really put that thing. What if it's a shirt or something that I like, or let's say it's a Dipset shirt. I was looking for a Dipset shirt. It remarketed me, and then it just says buy now. Why can't that happen? What if I was looking, it's not even about AI related in that either. It's just about the tech of the ads, the remarketing ads, the display ads looking native. Google's going to really have to update how their inventory looks and feels rather than just creating new inventory, because it's all about trust. It's all about not being interrupted and your experience not being interrupted. Super important. That's all I got for today. Happy holidays to everybody. Remember, subscribe, like, share, subscribe, like, share. If you're watching, great. I know there's a lot of haters watching and looking at my stuff. Hi, haters. And big shout out to everybody who has reached out to me, likes my posts on LinkedIn. It really helps. Always like my posts on LinkedIn. Even, it just helps me get traction, and I'm really starting to see some traction outside of LinkedIn as well. So thank you so much for watching. And as always, subscribe, like, share, hate me, love me, loathe me. I don't care.